Hello, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan. We are currently in VLOGMAS if you just stumbled upon this video. So I'm doing VLOGMAS, which is 25 days of uploads in the month of December. And today we are on VLOGMAS day 19. So on the home stretch, it is Christmas week, which I can't believe that it's like around the corner. It's so exciting. But I wanted to film like a little habits that I'm implementing this week, wrapping up 2022. And it might seem a little bit weird because it's like, why not, you know, share the habits you want to implement in the new year? But I'm a big believer in implementing habits like in the now, in the present, because when you start to like embody that version of yourself, when you start to create those habits, those patterns, behaviors in your life, that's what's going to trickle into your future, and in this case 2023. So I don't need to wait till 2023 to change my habits, but I really want to kind of like end the year strong with very mindful and intentional habits that will lead me into 2023 feeling very good. So it's not going to be a long one. I just have a couple because obviously I don't also want to overwhelm myself. Like, this is such a busy time of year, so I want to be mindful of kind of the goals and things that I'm setting for myself, but at the same time I do want to be intentional with my time and focus my like behaviors and ways of doing things on habits that serve me and that are good for me. So the first one, which I talk about all the time, is my morning routine. And this is something in the last couple weeks, especially with VLOGMAS, that I have slacked on. It's something that has taken the back burner, and the reason that the morning routine has suffered is because my night routine has suffered. And with VLOGMAS, if you do it, you know. If you don't do it, you basically have to film all day, go through like your normal life, edit that night, and upload that night, which takes a lot of time every day. And so because of that my night routine has been thrown off with like a lot of editing and uploading and like working. I'm going to bed later, I'm like being on my screen, my sleep is suffering, and it definitely has like kind of like a ripple effect of implications. But when your night routine suffers, your morning routine suffers as well, because I believe that your morning routine starts with your night routine. So with that being said, I don't want to make excuses anymore. Like, for me, the morning routine is so important, and it's what grounds me for the day. It's like it gets me going. It helps me feel in control of my day. It helps me feel very good and confident and happy and all of like the positive emotions. And so it's so important for me. So right now I made the choice to do VLOGMAS, and that unfortunately is just like the way it's going to work, and I can't really like change the night routine because there's only so many hours in the day, and that's the time that I have to edit and upload, and also like I have to get content in the night as well. So it just is what it is, but I don't want that to be a reason I don't do the morning routine. Like, yes, it might be harder to get up in the morning, but I want to like stick to it. So my morning routine, I've gone through it before, but to quickly go over it, it's like I want to wake up at 7 in the morning. I want to make my lemon water. I want to meditate. I want to journal, and I want to read nonfiction. So I usually read like a chapter or two of like a personal development book. Right now I'm reading 101 essays that change the way you think. So I'll read like an essay every morning. And then we basically move into like getting Abel up, having breakfast, taking him for a walk, getting ready, and then starting the day. But that like morning portion to myself is what I need, and I find it so important. So I really want to make sure like towards the end of the year, even though we have like tons of events coming up and life is going to get busy, I want to make sure like I am like being intentional with that time in the morning for myself. So, and that will help me get into 2023. Like, I don't need to start something new. It's like I've created this practice in my day, and it feels natural. The next one is movement and going to the gym. So again, if you've been watching my vlogs, I've talked about how my gym routine has completely fallen off like my radar. It is insane because I am someone who does normally go to the gym like 4 times a week. I consider myself like very active, like I'm constantly booking gym classes, going to different types of classes, and for whatever reason, like in the month of December, I think I've gone once, maybe once, I have no idea. Which is just not like me, and exercise for me is such an outlet. I'm not like this huge like gym rat, like I don't love going to the gym, but I know it makes me feel good, and so that's the reason that I do it. It's obviously good for me, and I have not prioritized it this month because I've been so busy with other things that I've just been like, oh, I'll go tomorrow, oh, I'll go tomorrow, and then now it's December 19th and I maybe have gone one time, and that's just like such a bad habit. We do walk every day, but I just think like moving your body and getting your heart rate elevated is so important. So today is Monday when I'm filming this, and I'm really prioritizing going back to the gym 3 to 4 times this week. Obviously, like it is Christmas week, so I have to like be mindful of like the gym being open, but I can also do like home workouts. But I really want to like get consistent with going to the gym so that when 2023 hits, I don't feel like I'm like pulling myself out of this deep hole of like being off of my routine for so long and like starting from scratch. Like I want to start now because I do think it's so important for you. The next one is gratitude. So I used to, or I do still practice gratitude. I shouldn't say like I don't do it anymore, but I used to be an avid 5-minute journaler. And if you don't know what it is, you can Google it, but it's basically the 5-minute journal. I can't remember the brand that it's by, but basically like every page is the same. You wake up, it asks you, I think, 3 things that you're grateful for, and a couple other things. I can't even think of it now, but like how you're feeling, obviously. And it's such a quick and easy practice. But I finished my journal, and then I kind of just like let it go, because sometimes like when I am journaling, like my normal journal practice, I'll talk about gratitude and stuff, but I find that like every day should start with gratitude. Like I think it's such a good way to start your day. I think it's such a good way to like make you feel good. It brings you back to the present moment. So I really want to start implementing a practice into my morning where the first thing that I do is write out things that I'm grateful for, like 1 to 3 things. So I do have a journal by my bed, so I might consider like just waking up and doing that. The other option I thought of was just like jotting something down on my phone, because it's not even something that I need to keep a log of. It's just I want to like bring my mind to that place of gratitude and like being present in the moment. I also want to add prompts on my phone throughout the day to remind me to think of a gratitude or something like I'm grateful for, because I think it's easy to get caught up in the day and the busyness and just be so focused on like the future or sometimes even the past, when it's really important to bring yourself back to the present and just be grateful for where you are right now. So I want gratitude to be a part of like my end of year practice starting today. So if you're watching this, think about one thing you're grateful for. Okay, the next one is being present, and this is so important to me. I was even going to put this one first, but there's no order to these, but I feel like this time of year is so busy between wrapping up the year for work, all of the holiday festivities that we have to go to, things that we have to buy for presents, like wrapping, cleaning, making food, VLOGMAS, going to the gym, like all of the above. Like it is such a busy time of year for everyone, and it can be so easy to get caught up in like the next thing that's happening. So like, oh, this party's coming up this weekend, or like I have this coming up in 2 days, or I have this lunch booked, or like I have to wrap these presents or clean this place, or like it's so easy to like have your mind kind of like thinking that way consistently. But this is also such a beautiful time of year. It's a time, if you're fortunate, where you can like be with your family. It's a time where often we can like slow down a bit, like as the holidays start to hit and like work can slow down. It's a time where it's like, at least where I live, it's really beautiful outside with the snow. It's a time to just like reflect before the new year and like wrap up your year. So it's a very beautiful time of the year, and I think with so much going on, we don't take a second to just like appreciate that and be in the present moment of what's going on. So this is similar to the gratitude, but I want to just like be mindful of, I know there's a lot going on. I know things are going to stress me out. I know I have like a lot to do before the end of the year, or even like this week for that matter. But I really, really want to focus on moments of being present, being in the moment, and just appreciating like how far I've come or where I am today, and you know, watching like the snowfall, or really being mindful like on a walk with Abel of like I get to move my body, like how beautiful is this, versus like, oh shoot, I should like film this for Vlogmas, or be kind of like drifting off somewhere, you know. And you know, hanging out with like Daniel is very limited this month just because of how busy I am. So when I do get to spend time with him, like being very present in those moments. And so yeah, I just want to find ways to be present or bring myself back to the present, especially with like the craziness that's happening. The last one that I have is checking in with others. So there's very much a theme to all these habits because of the time of year, but basically I find with this time of year being very busy, and I have so much of my own stuff going on, like I just said, like I have Vlogmas, I'm wrapping up work for the year, I have a coworker that's off, so I'm covering her as well, I'm taking care of Abel, we have all of our like holiday festivities, I have to run so many errands for like presents and like wrapping and going here and going there. So I have like so much going on in my personal life that I sometimes like forget to check in with others, and that can be like family or friends in my life. And sometimes and again, this is like not for everyone, but there are people in my life who really struggle this time of year. It brings up a lot of emotion for them. It's not always like a joyful time. It can be like a very sad time. It can be a lonely time. And I know that about those people in my life. And so I think it's important to check in with the people in my life, the people that I love, and show them that I'm here for them, that I care for them, and I'm here if they do need me. Because yeah, not everyone is like me. Not everyone is going through what I'm going through. And I just think it's important to check in with others. Also, like I am feeling the stress of this year, so likely someone else is also feeling the stress of this time of year. So checking in with that person and like giving them the space to do whatever they need to do, whether that's like vent or just like breathe or just like have a minute, you know what I mean? So I think that is super important as well, that I want to be mindful about, of just like, I know I have so much going on, and it can be easy to get wrapped up in my own little world, but others have stuff going on too, and those people matter to me, and I really want to be mindful about checking in on them before the new year, and not using the new year as like, okay, like let me get back on track with my friendships or my relationships. I really want to focus on them now. So those are my little habits that I want to implement as we wrap up 2022, so that I can really go into 2023 feeling very good. I don't want 2023 to feel like this like Abel. I don't want 2023 to feel like this like, oh my gosh, like I need to start like right now and get started with things. And I have so much to like catch up on, and so much to change, and all these things to implement. Like I want to start with those things now, and I want to like finish the year strong, feeling good. And oh my gosh. I want to go and finish this year feeling good and strong, and then I can go into 2023 feeling like very confident, and feeling very like proud, and feeling very like focused and intentional with my time. So anyways, that is my little video. Sorry for the Abel interruption, but I would love for you to leave in the comments kind of what you're thinking of implementing, or like habits you want to adopt for the end of the year to bring into 2023. Like what's one thing that you want to start today so that you can end the year strong and take into 2023 feeling very good. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, and tomorrow you will see today's day in the life on Vlogmas for day 20. So I'll see you in tomorrow's video.